Hello viewers, in this video I'll be going over gold miners ETF, ticker symbol GDX. I believe that gold will be heading down in the coming days. Reason, it just broke below the 18-day moving average, and if you look on the weekly, it had a tomb candlestick pointing the near term bottom of approximately around this area, the 9-week moving average. There's also possible supports down below. I'll mark it out. We see one support here, and currently at the price level, it still has more room to go, and the next moving average support level is down here as well. Most likely this support will be broken, so let's take this out and let's look at the 4-hour mark. Boom, the mark that we just took a look at, which was the 50-day. Yes, the 50-day coincides with the 4-hour, 200 or 800-hour moving average. And let's look at another module for why I think GDX will be moving down in the next coming days. Well, let's see how far it'll move down first. So from where it is now to the next support will be around 2.7% move. So let's look at the other module. So in this module, I will be comparing the current trend with this trend in question. I'll point out why they are similar. So we have the trend starting off as a very strong bullish uptrend. As you can see here, this trend is above the middle Bollinger Band. If you're not familiar with Bollinger Band, it's a tool used to measure price level and volatility. So you have this upward trend touching the upper Bollinger Band constantly, and then after touching the band, it dips below down here onto the bottom Bollinger Band. Let's make this blue or purple. Yeah, so we got the bottom in for the current trend. Let's make the bottom for the trend in question, and then after hitting the bottom, you have an upward trend immediately popping up outside of the Bollinger Band, the upper Bollinger Band. Make this red. This does look a bit, yeah, let's simplify it. Just leave the upward trend. You'll see here, there's an upward trend after hitting the bottom here, touching the upper Bollinger Band. After touching the upper Bollinger Band, it retreats down and finds support back into roughly around the middle band. Let's mark that on the other trend. If we see the same action in this trend, and then after it touches outside or at the upper Bollinger Band, let's make that eclipse right here as well, upper Bollinger Band. And after that, it retraces back down all the way past through the middle Bollinger Band. This is today's action. Let's look at the other chart. It is closely approaching back to the middle Bollinger Band right here. So if that does not convince you, let's look at the MACD indicator, moving average, converging, and diverging. So we have the converging here, and we have it converging here as well. Let me get it. So I mark the converging. Let's mark the converging in the other trend. So we have it converge roughly at the same time period, and this converges here as well. Let's mark the diverging. And you notice that the MACD is still positive on the current trend here. So in this, it diverges. Actually, that was a convergence. Make this green. And then, this is actually a divergence. So make this red. And another divergence is here. And another divergence is here as well. So we have 3 divergence. Make this red. Make the green kind of convergence here. This is the divergence. You see similarities, the trends are identical. So you have reason to believe that the outcome should be somewhat identical. So we have 3 divergence, 2 converging, and this is the positive MACD. The MACD is positive, 3 divergence, and 2 converging. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points that are identical. So let's see where GDX will head to in the next coming days. This is my projection model. This is currently day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7. The trend that we just took a look at, this is December 14th to September 16th, 2010. And we see that here also projects GDX will be down around 4%. And the trend that we took a look at on the other module also supports the claim because there's support level in that area. So if you enjoy watching this content, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for watching.